Hi guys, how are you doing today? Today we'll be learning how to install MySQL into a remote server. In my case, a remote server, the remote server is a droplet that I've developed, that I've created on DigitalOcean. You can also create a droplet on DigitalOcean, or you can create an EC2 server on AWS, or just a server on Linode. Basically, all you need is a remote server. You can also install MySQL on your local host, but I'm going to show it on a droplet or a local or a remote machine because most of the use cases revolve around installing MySQL in a remote machine, because that's what you would ideally want to do. You would want to install Apache or MySQL or PHP before you install something like WordPress, right, in a droplet and then share your website with the world. So I'm going to use my local machine. I'm going to SSH into my droplet, and then I'm going to install MySQL into it. As I've mentioned, I've created my droplet called trial video here in DigitalOcean. It's given me this IP address. So I'm going to copy this IP address. I'm going to go to my terminal. I'm going to open my terminal here. And just a second. So I'm going to clear everything. So this is my terminal. I'm going to SSH root at the IP address, right? So it's going to ask me for my password. I have the password written here somewhere. Copy that and paste it. Right, so it's taken me to the root at trial video. I'm the root user now at trial video at this IP address. So I've basically SSH'd using my local machine into my droplet, so I can control my remote machine from my local machine right now. Then I'll install MySQL into it. I have written the commands that I'll be using in this video, in this document, that I'll be posting in the description box in the video as well, so that you don't have to struggle for these commands. You can just copy and paste them. I'm also going to copy and paste some of these commands so that I don't end up making any typo errors, so that that ends up wasting your time. So before we install MySQL, or before we install anything on Ubuntu, we simply do sudo apt update to update our app repositories, and that's what it's done. It's updated all the app repositories. And now I'll just install the MySQL server. Sudo apt install MySQL server. Done, right? And now I'm going to go ahead with secure installation of MySQL. So secure installation is basically going to ask me if I want to validate my password. I'll say no. It's going to ask me for my root password, which I'll have to enter. I can't skip this, so I'll say copy and paste. Copy and paste. So now it's going to ask me other questions for secure installation, like remove anonymous users. So I'm not going to say yes. I'm just going to say no. Disallow root login remotely, no. Remove test database and access, no. Reload privilege tables, no. You can say yes to all of these things. You can configure them if you're going into production. Since I'm just showing you this video on how to install MySQL, I won't be saying yes to any of these. I'll just say no quickly so that I can show you that MySQL is actually working. So since I've installed MySQL, I'll just have to do sudo mysql. I'm inside MySQL now, and I just have to do create database. I can start playing around with MySQL. I can start doing creating any commands here. I'll say doctors. Sorry, just created a new database. I'll exit this now. Sorry, exit, and I'll exit again to come back to my laptop, my local host, right? So, and now it says the connection or SSH is closed. So I hope it's clear to you how to install MySQL. If you want to learn how to create a droplet in the first place on DigitalOcean, a remote machine, I have a video on that, so you can just sift through my channel and find that. If you want to learn how to install Apache, because I've already installed Apache in this particular droplet, I also have a video on that. And now in this video we've seen how to install MySQL, and in the following video we'll see how to install PHP and then WordPress, so that you'll get the entire LAMP stack. Then we'll also see how to install WordPress using the LAMP stack. So stay tuned. You can subscribe to my channel so that you can keep getting updates for these videos. I hope you have learned something today, and thanks a lot for watching.